gaga shuffle. Start to do the gaga shuffle. I no go lie for you. I want to tell you truth. Anyhow, anything they do, you make it not say they do. Many other people do. I never left today, and many people need psych doctor today. So make a fire, make a pull up, make a ready for the turn up. Everybody start to feel like rain. So baby, follow me go now. Follow me go, make we start to run down. Anywhere we go, there's nothing like down down. Heavy surround sound, start to feel me now. Cause I want grace. I want to involve you for my grace. Yes, I want grace. I want to involve you for my grace. Oh yeah, when we start to do the gaga shuffle, start to do the gaga shuffle. Oh yeah, when we start to do the gaga shuffle. Do the gaga shuffle. Oh, I start to do the gaga shuffle. Make we start to bubble. As with the bubble, make we hustle. So when the money show, you go double. Be smart thing, no. Everybody know the truth, though. And everybody get planned, no. Tonight's the night, make we execute them, no. And as we get fire, like them in them see when they know when they start to booga. Think I'm because the rumors fire. Oh yeah, cause I want grace. I want to involve you for my grace. Yes, I want grace. I want to involve you for my grace. That's so. Oh yeah, when we start to do the gaga shuffle, start to do the gaga shuffle. Oh yeah, make you start to do the gaga shuffle. Start to do the gaga shuffle. I want to carry you. I want to involve you. I want to follow you. I want to see you through. I want to carry you. I want to involve you. I want to follow you. I want to see you through.
Rain on the mix.
For you, I want to tell you truth. Anyhow, anything they do, you make it not say they do. Many other people do. I never left today, and many people need psych doctor today. So make a fire, make a pull up, make a ready for the turn up. Everybody start to feel like rain. So baby, follow me go now. Follow me go, make we start to run down. Anywhere we go, there's nothing like down down. Heavy surround sound, start to feel me now. Cause I want grace. I want to involve you for my grace. Yes, I want grace. I want to involve you for my grace. Oh yeah, when we start to do the gaga shuffle, start to do the gaga shuffle. Oh yeah, when we start to do the gaga shuffle. to do the gaga shuffle. When I start to do the gaga shuffle, make we start to bubble. As we the bubble, make we hustle. So when the money show, you go double. No be smart thing, no. Everybody know the truth, though. And everybody get plan, no. Tonight's the night, make we execute them, no. And as you get fire, light them in them see when they know when they start to booga. No go think I'm because the rumors fire. Oh yeah, cause I want grace. I want to bubble you from my grace. Cause I want grace. I want to bubble you from my grace. That's so. Oh yeah. When we start to do the gaga shuffle. To the gaga shuffle. Oh yeah, make you start to do the gaga shuffle. Start to do the gaga shuffle. I want to carry you, I want to involve you, I want to follow you, I want to see it through. I want to carry you, I want to involve you, I want to follow you, I want to see it through.
Rain on the mix.
Everybody start to feel like rain. So baby, follow me go now. Follow me go, make we start to the run down. Anywhere we go, there's nothing like down down. Heavy surround sound, start to feel me now. Cause I want grace, I want to bubble you from my grace. Yes, I want grace, I want to bubble you from my grace. Oh yeah, when we start to do the gaga shuffle. The gaga shuffle. Oh yeah, make you start to do the gaga shuffle. Start to do the gaga shuffle. Oh yeah, start to do the gaga shuffle. Make we start to bubble. As we the bubble, make we hustle. So when the money show, you go double. No be smart thing, no. Everybody know the truth, though. And everybody get plan, no. Tonight's the night, make we execute them, no. And as you get fire, light them in them see when they know when they start to booga. No go think I'm because the rumors fire. Oh yeah, cause I want grace, I want to bubble you from my grace. Yes, I want grace, I want to bubble you from my grace. That's so. Oh yeah, when we start to do the gaga shuffle. To the gaga shuffle. Oh yeah, make you start to do the gaga shuffle. Start to do the gaga shuffle. I want to carry you, I want to involve you, I want to follow you, I want to see it through. I want to carry Uh-huh. So, as I want grace, I want to love you for my grace. As I want grace, I want to love you for my grace. Oh yeah, make we start to do the gaga shuffle. Start to do the gaga shuffle. Oh yeah, make you start to do the gaga shuffle. Start to do the gaga shuffle. I no go lie for you. I want to tell you truth. Anyhow, anything they do, you make it not say they do. Many other people do. I never left me there, and many people need psych doctor today. So make we fire, make we pull up, make we ready for the turn up. Everybody start to feel like rain. So baby, follow me go now. Follow me go, make we start to the run down. Anywhere we go, there's nothing like down down. Heavy surround sound, start to feel me now. As I want grace, I want to bubble you for my grace. As I want grace, I want to bubble you for my grace. Oh yeah, make we start to do the gaga shuffle. Start to do the gaga shuffle. Oh yeah, make we start to do the gaga shuffle. Do the gaga shuffle. Oh yeah, start to do the gaga shuffle. Make we start to bubble. As we the bubble, make we hustle. So when the money show, you go double. No be smart thing, no. Everybody know the truth, oh. And everybody get plan, no. Tonight, the night, make we execute them, no. And as we get fire, light them in them see me, they know when they start to booga. Never think I'm because the room was fire. Oh yeah, as I want grace, I want to bubble you for my grace. As I want grace, I want to bubble you for my grace. That's so. Oh yeah, make we start to do the gaga shuffle. Start to do the gaga shuffle. Oh yeah, make you start to do the gaga shuffle. Start to do the gaga shuffle.
So welcome, folks, and good day. Once again, welcome live to my live streaming session for today. So in case you are just joining me for the first time, my name is Ebere Abanon. So in today's live stream, I'm going to be releasing Pulsar 2. I've actually been working on this since over 4 months now. So I've taken a lot of time. I've gone through the code. I've executed my logic line by line painfully. So I feel confident to an extent that it actually delivers. So I want to welcome you guys, and let's start. So I want to officially welcome you folks. So I actually prepared a slide. I just quickly put it through so that I can organize my itemize my thoughts. So I want to welcome you to Sharp Pulsar to release. So the question is, why Pulsar in the first place? Because did I just join the wagon? Like, did I just join the what would they call it now? The train, like newest stops in town. Did I just join? Actually, Kafka was actually in vogue. Kafka was actually um, what was popular then. But why Pulsar? Because I was actually working on my startup then. That was about 2 years ago, which was Church OS. And I was actually Googling. I tried to understand alternative. I think that's what I just said. I just said alternative to Kafka. I said alternative to Kafka, and I saw Pulsar. So what made me or what attracted me actually to Pulsar? Well, I actually bookmarked Kafka. I bookmarked Kafka because it was actually a streaming platform. And I bookmarked Kafka because I was once my startup grew, I was planning on deploying it. So when I came across Pulsar, and then I was actually using RabbitMQ for my queuing. I think I started with queuing my job with database, then moved to RabbitMQ. So when I saw the features that Pulsar offered, both streaming and queuing, I fell in love with it. So that was actually, I felt like, okay, instead of me having to have RabbitMQ separate, deploy separate, and having Kafka deploy separate, I could actually put those together in one to save me some amount of money and the rest. So that what actually led me to that what actually led me to start using Pulsar. So another question is, why Sharp Pulsar? Because one, there's a client for Sharp Pulsar in the F Sharp, and there's the official client for C Sharp. I'm not a fan of F Sharp. One thing about me is I don't like, yes, I love tools that help me to do my job, but I don't like too much abstraction. I'm the kind of person I like to see actually what my code does, even if it will take me a long time to actually implement my solution. So I'm not really a fan of F Sharp. So then you had the official C Sharp. By the time I decided to start to port this, I was actually working on Akka persistence for Pulsar. That is plugin for Pulsar. And the official C Sharp wasn't really lacked a lot of features that I needed. So, for instance, it lacked schema registration, which was really important when I'm for that particular project. I'm going to go back to that project, but I need guidance on how to approach that project better. But for the next few days, I just take some moment off and pursue other stuff. So that what led me to developing. I think one of the features that I needed then was just schema registration. Neither the F Sharp client nor the C Sharp client had any of those features. So I went into a journey of trying to port the schema registration for the official, but I felt like it would be a lot easier for me and more enjoyable for me instead of having to wait for people to merge or comment and all that. I could actually the freedom, the flexibility that I needed. So that's what made me to start developing it. Initially, I was actually very scared. I was frightened because I've never dived into the world of Java before. So I was scared, but now I'm enjoying the whole thing. So now the question is, am I more comfortable now with Java? Yes, I am. Though yes, I know when I first started, Java was like Arabic to me, or like what's this? What's the meaning of this? But right now, I could look at a Java code and interpret it. Interpret it. So that is Java code. I'm not talking about a Scala. I could look at a Java code and be able to comprehend what what the logic is trying to achieve. Have I had fun developing Sharp? So yes, I have. I have a lot of fun developing it. At least one of it kept me busy while I'm in search of job. It kept me busy. I had fun, interesting things, and it has actually given me a platform. I could say that it has actually given me a niche. For instance, when it comes to Pulsar, at least it has given me an experience that has actually exposed me to certain things and also to certain level of to people as well. It has given me opportunity to be on the spotlight because before I was actually someone I was doing the closed source product. So not a lot of people knew about me. But Sharp has actually given me a face. Like when you mention my name, they know the face because they've seen it. Like you that are watching right now, you have seen my face. So Sharp has actually given me it was fun. It was fun and it will continue to be fun. So I'm not saying um that is the end of it. So what I'm looking for now is before I move on, before I say that, so let me just go on. Yes, there is this particular question that someone in the Pulsar community have actually asked me is, can Sharp Pulsar handle millions of topics? It's a yes or no. It's a yes or no answer. Yes, it can. No, if you don't have the resources to do so, because I'm actually just leveraging on the Akka.net library. Because according to the documentation, according to what he wrote, you could actually have about 1 million or 2 million actors in 1 gig of heap memory. So I'm actually leveraging on that, but it depends on your system. I feel you should be able to, but I'm looking for an opportunity to actually take it for that kind of ride, take it to the extreme. I'm looking for that opportunity because one, it will also help me to improve my understanding, improve my product, and improve also where I do things. But yes, it's a yes or no. It's a yes or no answer. Yes, it can handle millions of topics. Yeah, but it also depends on the resources that they are using. So, and I was actually thinking I was contemplating of something because when it comes to the server side, Pulsar can actually handle 10 million topics, but it's not on one single instance. Rather, it is able to handle it when you have a cluster that is multiple clusters of Pulsar, so that the load is distributed. So I was actually thinking of having clustering on the client side. That is, I'm going to leverage on Akka.net cluster. That's what I'm thinking about. So when you have, for instance, because Pulsar actually allows you to connect to multiple Pulsar server. What I'll do is what I'm thinking of doing is where you are you are supplying multiple instance or multiple server endpoint, if it is proxy or something like this cluster. What I'll do is I just create a cluster or I just distribute it. But that is my plan. But I'm thinking of doing so. I've not actually sat down to. But I feel it's something that is doable. So for when you have loads of topic, you could actually just distribute, spread it out. So you have um, cluster at the server side, and you have also cluster support at the client side. So that's what I'm thinking of doing, but it's not concrete. It's not something that I can say, okay, yes, but it's an idea that is just on my head, and I feel that I can that is doable. So let me move on. So what's next for me? I think it's really, really important what is next for me because I'm someone that I love to code. I love to build products. Like if you have an idea, but one thing I don't want to do anymore is to be the only developer because when I was developing my platform, I was the only one. I did the front end, I did the back end, I did that update, I did the infrastructural deployment. One thing I don't want to do again is to be the only person doing that because I've gotten to a stage where in my life I need to also give time or room for other things. When I started, the passion was there. The passion is still there, but right now, the passion that I have now is to say, let's build something. So I'm not saying to myself, I want to build. I say, let's build something. Let's create such a so and so platform. So I don't want to. I'm looking for opportunity to work in a team that will allow me to use Academy and also willing to allow me to come along with Sharp Pulsar to actually use it and to solve a problem. So it's two things. I'm looking for either a job and or a job that will allow me to build a startup idea, leveraging on their own platform or on their own exposure. Because one thing that really affected me while I was doing my own platform was the one I'm not good at marketing. I'm just the kind of person that just sit down and write code. So I didn't have that much of exposure. So I can become a product owner. I know there's a role called product owner. I can, okay, this is an idea that I have. I can be a product owner. I'll leverage on your resources, on your market, your network, and all that. So I'm looking for a job or to build a startup. So if I have the opportunity to actually get a job and build a startup idea, what is the startup idea I'm actually thinking about? It's actually a cloud-based point of sale system. So how did that idea come to me? Recent, when I go to supermarkets, I always had this feeling that why couldn't this feature, why is it not available? When I go to the supermarket, I slot in my credit card and my debit card. My transaction is done. They print in the receipt for me. But when I get home, if you come to my house, I have so many receipts there, invoice. How do I even start to how will I call it now? How do I even start to calculate it? How do I even start to know how much I'm spending, how I'm spending? I don't have the time to sit down and start punching in or creating an Excel sheet rather. I don't have the time to create a Excel sheet to start punching in my purchases and all that. For someone that really wants to know how he's spending his money, it's something that I feel like it's a good idea. A cloud-based point of sales system that is more like a social that also has the customers there, not the business owners, but the customer is also there. Another thing I was just thinking about, another to-do list. When you're leaving home in the morning, probably write down the items that you need to buy on your way from back from work. Most of the time, some of us forget. Most of the time, some of us put set up reminders. But I felt like, okay, if you set up a reminder that you are going to, let's say, Walmart to buy so and so, maybe it's probably like an hour drive from your place. But there's a way I felt like, okay, while you are going on your way, there could be a shop that has that item that you want to buy. But how do you know? That's the question. So just those two ideas that I want to add to the current and existing point of sale system. So I love to this to take off. I like to develop this, but I can't because this kind of thing is something that requires a lot of funding. Or I could actually become a product owner for a company that, okay, I like this idea, let's develop it and all that. So those two features, the regular point of sale system, but with user interaction added to it. I don't really want to go into much detail about that, but it's just those two features. I feel like it makes it a lot easier for me as a customer to actually to go to supermarkets, be it hospital, whichever business that uses POS, we could actually integrate into them and make buying and invoicing more fun. So that is that. So now I'm going to move on to the business of the day. So I'm going to now officially release Pulsar 2.0. Ta-da! So I'm going to close this and I'm going to launch my Visual Studio is launched. So what have I done? What I've done is I've actually separated the admin from the main repo. I've separated the SQL as well from the main repo. Why I did that was because one, I feel like there are times that I might need to do an update with the admin. Then I also need to do an update with the SQL. I don't actually want it to kind of affect. The only thing I'm trying to do is for different for the admin and the SQL, I'm trying to keep the public API. I'll try not to break it so that even when I update the SQL or I update the admin, I don't need to release another package with an updated version of those dependencies. So the user could actually just update it and everything will work as expected. So that's what I have done. And just yesterday, just this morning while I was bathing, an inspiration just hit me, and I saw a way to actually improve the SQL. So I've actually improved. If you check my NuGet for sharppulsar.sql, you see that I've actually improved. I've changed a lot of things. There's in fact a huge breaking change to the public API. So I just felt the need that I'm actually not doing something beautiful with the previous version, that is 1 point something. I just feel that there's something not beautiful about it. So when I went ahead and I sat down just this like an hour, 2 hours ago or 3 hours ago, and I saw a way to actually improve it, which I did, and I really love what I came up with. So I've also released the. So right now we have what we call the beta 31 for Pulsar. I'm going to go ahead and quickly release it. So I've actually enjoyed working on this version of Pulsar. There's actually something that I did recently. Let me show you guys. So I was actually working on this logic, and I was having a hell of a time. Like the key schema and the value schema. How do I actually even? I have to use a lot of reflection. I have to redesign this API, but I just felt like, well, I should overload the method. Like I should make it possible for user to just pass in the data type for the key and for the value, which I did. Actually, it saves me a lot of. At least I can relax and say this actually works. So that's what I just did. I just felt like, why can't I just do it this way? Instead of me spending a lot of time trying to create buggy reflection, trying to it was hard. I really sat down and I really thought of it. I actually do this without having to add more code, add a lot of I just thought this is the easiest and the fastest way for me to save myself from stress. So this is what I actually did. I don't know if users will appreciate it, but left to me, it doesn't cost anything to just choose this method when you want to use key value schema. It doesn't cost you anything. It's just a matter of just calling it. So instead of having to dig deep, trying to create maybe an instance of the key value that I don't even know. The problem is, I think I was googling a lot. I was trying to understand how do you instantiate, how do you get the argument for a generic this thing, blah 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 blah. It was easy to an extent, but it was easy to when I'm doing the key value encoding logic. It was easy, but when it comes to this, it was really hell. So I just had to just do it this way. And another thing again is that okay, there are a lot of changes, but let me go on and release. So what about my build system? What system how am I releasing my? I think I need to say this. I actually said I will talk about it. So I'm actually using Nuke build to actually. So I'm actually using Nuke to release my packages. So now to actually release the 2 points, so I need to push it to the main branch. So I need to push it to the main branch so that I need to push it to the main branch so that I will get the release, not the pre-release version. So this is what I'm going to do. So this is how my do this. I think I like it this way. I'm a C# guy, and Nuke build is actually a C# tool. And I love it this way. I've actually enjoyed. I didn't know how to go about this, but I just had to learn it. And I'm actually enjoying it. And I'm having a lot of fun with it. So, folks, let's go. Let's go and release. So I'm going to go to. Let me refresh this. And also, I think I need to say this. On a normal way, what I'm supposed to do is I'm supposed to release after the test is being successful. But I've noticed that maybe because I'm using free version of GitHub Action virtual machine, I've noticed that there are tests that when I run it locally pass, but they pass, but they are kind of flaky when it comes to GitHub Action. So instead of me, there are tests that fail maybe because of maybe limited resources or something like that, transaction and the rest. That fails. What I just did was if it builds, I should release it. So what I do is before I do that, I need to actually have confidence about the code in my own testing environment. So what I'm going to do is what will I do? Like what I'm going to do is okay, I'm going to go to pull request. I'm going to create a new one. I'm going to change the base to main. So for the since I started doing this, I've not actually pushed to the main. So I don't know. I'm just scared right there because I've been pushing to the dev branch, I've been pushing to the implementation branch and the rest, but I've never actually pushed to the main. So folks, I'm scared. What will I get? So let's go. I don't know. I'm someone that doesn't really like to actually like at times I look at some people that when they are writing their release notes and they are writing so many things, I'm like, wow. I'm someone I just want to just keep it. A word is enough for me, but I'm used to not working in a team, so I'm used to working alone. So, but maybe when I start working with a team, probably I might improve. I'll improve or have someone in the team that can actually be in charge of that. But I'm someone that just except if I feel the inspiration, like I feel inspired, I feel like yeah, I want to actually impress, I want to actually put down something. But so let's go ahead and create. Before then I made a little change. I changed the public API for SQL, and I also changed. There was a problem with the publish time. It was set to the default epoch time, so I needed to fix that. I fixed that like an hour, 2 hours ago. So folks, let me see. Let me see. They're supposed to be released. So I said I've not pushed to this, so I don't know what I'm going to get. So I'm scared. I've not actually tried it because I didn't bother doing this since I'm not actually build test. They're supposed to be. Oh, what is happening? What's happening? Did I do something wrong with mine? Oh, okay. So I need to change the. I need to merge it. So what's going on? I want to look at my. I've not pushed to this branch since I've been programming, so I've been writing this. So I'm let me see what I'm saying. I'm saying public main push. Okay, I think you're on track. It was just so. Everyone tweeted me on Twitter that he said he loved my intro music. So once I've rounded up, I'll that will be my act through as well for like maybe probably 10 to 15 minutes. So I just at least I'll just play that. That's a Nigerian pop star. Is it R&B or Afro pop? They call it Afro pop or something like that. So I need to go to my sister. So let's see. So folks, you are live. So officially, sorry about the 18. So I think that is a good number. 18 is a good number. I'm supposed to be. Yeah, let's leave it at that. That is a good number. Minus, so as I'm making changes. So folks, you have sharp Pulsar 2.0 live for you guys to experiment. Please, people are downloading this thing. People are using the NuGet package, but I'm not seeing any issues. Nobody's opening issues. Nobody's. Come on, this is about 9,000. Let's say I'm a superstar now. I'm 1,000 star. This is about 9,000 downloads. But I just need people to actually open an issue. Is it that I'm doing something that is right? Most of the bugs that I trashed were bugs that I uncovered by myself. They were bugs that I detected while I was running this. It wasn't actually a bug that the user submitted. So I want users, come on, I'm not perfect now. There's no programmer that can tell you that this my code is 100% issue free. It's not possible. Except if I've made the simple things perfect. Like if they are using just simple producer, simple consumer, no tough, except if I've perfected that there are no more, you cannot actually see bugs. But when you start doing things like message retrieval, guys want to actually deliver messages. If you actually want to deliver messages, or you want to negatively acknowledge a message, or when you're doing maybe dead letter policy, and all that. Maybe there could be something wrong, but if your use case is simple and everything is working fine, fine. But at least give me a thumbs up. Say something. Let me know. Huh? Let me know. One of the things is your feedback also what matters a lot. Your feedback matters a lot. Let me know. Let me know. And I'll keep maintaining the project. I'll keep maintaining it because I think it's there to stay. And since Pulsar is not going anywhere, I think what I need to do now is to really push it and let people become aware of the capability of the library. So, guys, pull it down, use it, submit bugs, and so before I end today's stream, let me quickly. Oh, let me see. I need to go to. Sorry, comment at the good. Let me check. Comment at the good. I never did that. Probably. So I think what happened was that it was actually I made the content to be made for kids. So that's actually what. I hope my issue is not okay. So it's made for kids, so that's why the comments were disabled. So, but now I've changed it to something. So Aaron does something. It's someone that I've actually. He actually gave me some. He made some comments on Twitter. Okay. I will definitely do that. Someone that has actually been pushing me. Yeah, he actually encouraged me to do live streaming, to do. I think Aaron encouraged me to do more. It's one that actually encouraged me to be doing this. Aaron, he is one of the core. I say one of the core team of the core member of Academy.net. Someone that I've worked with in the past. But Aaron, I must say that it was really tough working with you, though. I don't know if you can hear me, but it was really tough working with you. Sometimes Aaron will scold me if I made a mistake. And Aaron will use the F word like, what's this? And I was like, but it was really tough. It was remote, but it was really, I think, that what actually gave me an opportunity to. Though I've been writing code, I've known about build systems, and I was a bit lazy. But when I had the opportunity to work with him on the Academy.net project, I think it was really a blessing for me. He actually assigned me to work on the build for Academy.net, which was it was fake. Okay, it was fake. Then it was actually F#. So working on that aspect of the code for like, is it 2 months? Actually, kind of, how like it was kind of the kind of training that I needed to actually get me in that mood, or to get me doing that kind of thing in person, in my own personal project. I've actually known about it, but I just felt, what's the need? It was not actually inbuilt. I was like, save me some time, please. I don't want to do this. But I saw the beauty of doing things that way. I saw the beauty of actually having a continuous integration system, a continuous development and deployment and all that. You build. Before, what I would do is, once I finish coding, I just run the command line for releasing to NuGet package. But now what I did, I just release it and it automatically be pushed to the NuGet server. So I saw the beauty is that gave me an opportunity, and it gave me the opportunity to actually become, if I've become a better person in the way I have developed and working. So I think one thing I learned from him also was not to be in a haste to actually release. I think that what made me to actually take my time and debug and test and ask questions. You get, so it's very stupid to, I think it feels stupid when you release a product that doesn't work. It undermines your own ability, even if you have the ability to deliver. But being lazy and being carefree about the kind of product you release doesn't speak well for the developer. So it was an opportunity. I worked with him, and it was a good learning experience. But those are is a bit everyone is a bit how will I call it now? And I was not like, when I said a pull request, I was like, oh my god, what is everyone going to say now? Oh my god. And when I see the comment on the pull request, like, I'll kind of close my eyes and it's a positive feedback. When it's a negative feedback, Aaron, what's this? I'm trying. So it was actually fun, but I learned. So I learned not to be. Once I'm in a business of creating solutions, you don't want to create problems. So that's what made me to take a lot of care not to create problems. But there always be imperfections, and that's why I'm urging individuals to use it, to give me feedback. And if there's something I'm actually doing wrong, why not point it out to me? And it will give you a suggestion as well. It will also make it faster for me to actually release or meet, or what will I call it now, to actually carry out the solutions for you. So folks, that is it. I'm going to just call it a day. It has been fun. So like I said, I'm actually looking for a job. Or if you're an investor and maybe your company is in need of new product, like product idea, I can play the role of a product owner, and I'm willing to develop this kind of. I don't know how that works anyway, but I need to get out of bills. Like you have bills and you have gate. I think there's a reason where bill and gate they come together. The gate. So when you have bills, they will knock at your gates. That is the truth. So if you have utility bills that is not paid, maybe you have electricity bill, you have water bill, definitely they will be hitting your gate. So please, guys, bill is at the gate. So I need to go to the gate and attend to whoever is it that knocking at the gate. So the gate. So, like I said, I'm looking for a job and I'm looking for an opportunity because, and also what I'm actually thinking of doing next after now is actually every time I tweeted about doing a video stream, developing a video live code session where I will develop a video streaming platform. And that's one idea. I'm still on that. I've not actually forgotten that. I was also thinking about writing when it comes to blockchain. We have what we call on-chain and off-chain. So I'm actually thinking about writing an off-chain, or what will I call it now, persistence plugin for Neo blockchain, which was actually built with Akka.net as well. I'm actually thinking about that too. I'm willing to do that. I've not forgotten that. So I don't know when next I will stream again. So right now I have to go to Upwork and see if I can do some remote gigs for the meantime. So folks, so this is, I'm going to call it a day. So before I go, let me see if I have something to respond to. Okay, so okay, I think everyone, let me just quickly look at it. Looking good, got it wrong, but I'll be back online. Keep up the good work and work on it. Okay, so everyone, thanks for the comment, and I appreciate that a lot. And thanks for always encouraging me. So let's go on. So I'm going to end today's stream. So I've fulfilled all righteousness as far as today's stream is concerned. So folks, see you guys, and have fun. So let's so I'm going to have to my
shuffle. Oh yeah. Make you start to do the gaga shuffle. Start to do the gaga shuffle. I no go lie for you. I want to tell you truth. Anyhow, anything they do, you make it not say they do. Many other people do. I never left me there in town. Anywhere we go, there's nothing like down. Heavy surround sound, start to feel me now. As I want grace, I want to bubble you for my grace. Yes, I want grace. I want to bubble you for my grace. Oh yeah, when we start to do the gaga shuffle. To the gaga shuffle. Oh yeah. Make it start to do the gaga shuffle. Start to do the gaga shuffle. Oh yeah, start to do the gaga shuffle. Make we start to bubble. As we the bubble, make we hustle. So when the money show, you go double. Maybe smart thing, no. Everybody know the truth, oh. and everybody get plan. No, tonight's the night, make we execute them. Oh. And as you get fire, light them in them see when they know when they start to buga. No go think I'm because the rumors fire. Oh yeah, cause I want grace. I want to involve you from my grace. Cause I want grace. I want to involve you from my grace. That's so. Oh yeah. When we start to do the gaga shuffle, start to do the gaga shuffle. Oh yeah, make you start to do the gaga shuffle. Start to do the gaga shuffle. I want to carry you, I want to involve you, I want to follow you, I want to see you through. I want to carry you, I want to involve you, I want to follow you, I want to see you through. Brain on the mix. Shuffle. I no go lie for you. I want to tell you truth. Anyhow, anything they do, you make it not say they do. Many other people do. I never left me there, and many people need psych doctor today. So make me fire, make me pull up, make me ready for the turn up. Everybody start to feel like rain. So baby, follow me go now. Follow me go, make me start to the run down. Anywhere we go, there's nothing like down down. Heavy surround sound, start to feel me now. Cause I want grace, I want to involve you for my grace. Yes, I want grace, I want to involve you for my grace. Gaga shuffle. Start to do the gaga shuffle. Oh yeah. Make you start to do the gaga shuffle. Start to do the gaga shuffle. Oh yeah, start to do the gaga shuffle. Make we start to bubble. As with the bubble, make we hustle. So when the money show, you go double. Maybe smart thing, no. Everybody know the truth, oh. And everybody get plan, no. Tonight's the night, make we execute them, oh. And as you get fire, light them in them see when they know when they start to buga. No go think I'm because the rumors fire. Oh yeah, cause I want grace, I want to involve you from my grace. Cause I want grace, I want to involve you from my grace. That's so. Oh yeah. When we start to do the gaga shuffle, start to do the gaga shuffle. Oh yeah. Make you start to do the gaga shuffle. Start to do the gaga shuffle.